YouTube, how the fuck you doing? What's going on? It's your boy Ghostface here, back again on another video. Today, we're going to be talking about my final thoughts on Infinite Warfare. Well, Ghostface, nobody gives a fuck about your opinion because you don't even have 100 subscribers. Why the fuck should we listen to you? Just shut up, okay? You never know when you're going to watch this video, okay? Maybe years from now, and you know what? My opinion may matter then. But I'm just going to give my opinion on it right now because it's almost time for DLC 1. Actually, I think some people have already played DLC 1 because they got shipped out. Yeah, actually, that's how it works. Some people have already seen DLC 1 for Infinite Warfare, so I think it's time to actually start giving some final thoughts on it. Now that the game has went through the past, like the first few patches and stuff, I don't like to talk about a game as soon as it comes out because obviously there's a lot to fix. And there's a lot of fair things you need to fix. There's a lot of things you need to account for as well. Like you need to account for the zombie side of things as well as the multiplayer side of things, as well as the competitive side. Because there's also a competitive element that comes into it. Your people that are playing your game for competitive, playing for money, they need to feel like this game is easy to play for money. Obviously, you're not supposed to make it too easy for them, but just make it playable. Because as you're gonna see what I'm talking about, Infinite Warfare isn't playable for competitive gaming. I'm sorry, but it's not. I've watched it happen, and I've listened to a lot of people's opinions about it, and it's just not pretty. But anyways, let's get into the video. My overall thought on Infinite Warfare is that it's just an unfinished game. And I feel like it won't be finished until we get all 4 DLCs. Additionally, we're gonna get a whole bunch of different customization items and stuff. Just like we got 600 customization items plus the Mark II weapons. It was just ridiculous, that whole update. But still no leaderboards. The game isn't complete until you get leaderboards. Just fucking saying, Infinity Ward. But I'm not even gonna touch on that subject because I made a whole video about it. If you want to go look at it, it's really not that far down the list. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm gonna first start off talking about the part that's not really that bad. They started off pretty damn good with this side. They started off very good with zombies. We're gonna talk about zombies first. So zombies for Infinite Warfare, Spaceland was a killer. All right, let me elaborate on that. Spaceland for a company who's making a developer whatever you want to call it, who's making their first zombies mode, right? Infinity Ward did a pretty damn good job, and something that they did that is completely different from what Treyarch usually would do is that they were transparent with the community, and I love that. The number one thing that shocked me, because yes, I do keep up with the zombies community as well, even though I love multiplayer more. The zombies community I kept up with for Infinite Warfare when it first came out, and they were very transparent with the problems with zombies in Spaceland. Very transparent. They fixed some there were a lot of solo problems with Spaceland, when you're coming from the arcade, the Afterlife arcade, and the zombies immediately spawned on you, and you were playing solo. You had nobody to protect you, had no perks, no guns, no nothing. All you had was a starting pistol, no double tap, no nothing, not pack-a-punch, and you had to go get your stuff back from the little Lost and Found, I believe it's called, or you had to go and buy everything again. No help whatsoever, and the spawn is super small, so there's no way to train around. The only way you can train around the spawn is if you're Jesus. So, I mean, they were very transparent with zombies in Spaceland, but the thing that got me was they got through with the problems that were mechanical, but the mechanics are overall okay for a first try. The problem that I really bugged me with was the story. There is no story to zombies in Spaceland. It's really, really bland. I don't like it. I feel like in this next map, they should really, really give us some more storyline info. That's all I gotta say on zombies. Because now we're gonna move over to the broken side. That's completely broken, and I really don't like it. It's multiplayer. Multiplayer is death-ridden for Infinite Warfare. It is not successful whatsoever. Competitive multiplayer people hate it. They've openly said that they hated it. Some YouTube channels who always get sent out to play multiplayer gameplay early and whatever, they're not getting sent out anymore. Chaos Silencer, he's not getting sent out this year, which is ridiculous because he has over 1 million subs and he's the plug for multiplayer news, but he's not getting sent out because he doesn't support Infinite Warfare. And that's because Infinite Warfare is broken and their priorities Infinity Ward's priorities on this game are just not where they should be. They're worrying about customization items, supply drops, and microtransactions because they want to be Activision's buddy so bad, but they're not worried about the community. And that's the number one thing that's destroying Infinity Ward's reputation right now, is not listening to the community. When competitive gamers ask for you to fix certain things and you're not fixing them, it's a problem because they're a part of your community, and so are the zombies people, and so are the regular pubs multiplayer people. So you need to listen to them, and they're not listening to them when it comes to multiplayer. So that's why Infinite Warfare multiplayer is death ridden. Now going on to competitive gaming is broken. I've talked to multiple people who do GBs, and also I watch live streams with like Optic Scumpy talking about just problems in competitive gaming when he went to MLG Vegas, which is a huge event where you can get huge payouts, and the game was just broken and they were doing buffs during the tournament, like when they did the Osa buff out of nowhere and nobody knew on Optic, so that's why they didn't use it, and so they lost the tournament. I'm not really going to get into that, but at the end of the day, overall, I think they're in the wrong mindset for Infinite Warfare. I think they need to fix it, because by the end of this year, it could go down as the worst Call of Duty of all time. And I'm not even just like talking about on like Call of Duty Ghost level. People just want to make fun of it. It's literally going to be the worst Call of Duty of all time. Not because of the potential, because it has potential to be better than Black Ops 3. I hope you guys know that. But it's just a simple fact that they don't care. Their mind aren't in the right place. Their mind is in the fucking gutter and Activision's asshole. All they care about is making this paycheck, and they're not worried about the community that's gonna give them that paycheck. And it's really, really annoying to the people like me who have been playing since World at War, and I've watched this company grow, and I've fell in love with this game, but just to watch it go down in flames because they don't care, it hurts. But hopefully you guys enjoy. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, it's been your boy Ghostface. I will see you fucking later.